ఇంటర్మీడియట్ విద్యారంగంలో అగ్రగామి మన ఎన్ఎస్ఆర్ ఇంపల్స్ ఎడ్యుకేషన్ ఇన్స్టిట్యూషన్. ఐఐటి జేఈఈ అయినా నీట్ అయినా తిరుగులేని విద్యా సంస్థ ఎన్ఎస్ఆర్ ఇంపల్స్.
So next we discussed about what is that quasi-static process, cyclic process and isobaric process. Now come to process isochoric process. So what is meant by isochoric process? What is isothermal process? We discussed all the changes in the system, whatever are the changes in the system must be takes place at constant pressure. Same situation, all the changes in the system, all the changes in the system must be takes place, all the changes in the system must be takes place at constant volume. So that means volume of the system remains constant. Volume of the system remains constant. So that is the process, isochoric process. Volume of the system remains constant. If the volume of the system remains constant, what are the remaining variables? Pressure is directly proportional to temperature, holds good. The pressure of the gas is directly proportional to absolute temperature of the system, is holds good in this process. Pressure is directly proportional to temperature, holds good in this process. So this relation holds good. So this relation holds good in this process. And next, volume of the system remains constant. If volume remains constant, if volume of the system remains constant, what is the quantity? External work done must be 0. External work done by the system or external work done on the system, whatever it is, external work done by the system must be equal to 0 or external work done on the system must be equal to 0. So that is dW is equals to 0 in this situation, that is isochoric process. So if dW equals to 0, then from first law of thermodynamics, from first law of thermodynamics, what we can write from first law of thermodynamics? What is first? dq is equals to du plus dw. So from this dq is equals to du. So whatever is the heat energy supplied, the total supplied heat energy, the total supplied heat energy is used to increase its internal energy only, to increase its internal energy only. There is no external work done, there is no external work done. So that is isochoric process. So isochoric process means all the changes in the system must be takes place at constant volume. So that means volume of the system remains constant, and if the volume system pressure is directly proportional to temperature, that's why this relation holds good. Okay, volume constant, that means external work done must be 0. So dq is equals to du. Whatever is the total heat energy supplied, that must be utilized to increase its internal energy only. So that is isochoric process. If you draw the graph for this, in this situation, if you draw the graph, how it will be? If you draw the PV graph here, so this is P and it is V. What is the shape of the graph? Straight line parallel to pressure axis. Because volume constant, the volume of the system does not changes. Pressure changes, temperature changes, but volume remains constant. So the shape of the graph is shape of the graph is straight line parallel to pressure axis, straight line parallel to pressure axis. So this is isochoric process, the shape of the graph, shape of PV graph it is. It's a graph between pressure and volume, pressure and volume. So that is volume remains constant. So that's why the shape of the graph is straight line parallel to pressure axis. If the same graph will be takes place, so for this graph, it is not possible to calculate the area. It is not possible to calculate the slope. Nothing is to calculate. Nothing is to be calculated here. So straight line parallel to y-axis. So that means x component does not changes. What is the slope formula? Y component, change in y component by change in x component. But x component does not changes. The slope is infinity. And it is not possible to find out the area. How can you calculate area here? Nothing to calculate. So that's why. So the same graph is calculated at pressure, temperature. How the same graph should be represented in pressure and temperature? So if the volume of the system remains constant, what is the relation? Pressure is directly proportional to temperature. So in pressure, temperature, the shape of the graph is straight line passing through origin. Here the straight line passing through origin, straight line passing through origin. So this is the pressure temperature graph in case of isochoric process. And one more thing we have, what is that? Temperature volume graph, volume temperature graph, or temperature volume, whatever it is. So the shape of the graph is straight line parallel to temperature axis, because volume remains constant. Volume remains constant, volume does not changes, but the temperature changes. So this is the graph, shape of the graph for isochoric process. Shape of the graph for pressure and volume, shape of the graph for pressure and temperature, shape of the graph for volume and temperature. In any situation, volume remains constant, that's we are drawing, but in different cases. In pressure volume, in pressure temperature, in volume temperature, like that. If the temperature is taken along y-axis, if volume is taken along x-axis, so that is also we can try. So let us say this is T and this is V. So this is the shape of the graph. Volume remains constant, that's all. So this is isochoric process. Next. Next process is isothermal process. Isothermal process. What is isothermal process? Isobaric process means pressure remains constant. Isochoric process means volume remains constant. What is the remaining variable? Temperature. That's only. Isothermal process. Isothermal process is the case of quasi-static process. We discussed already quasi-static process. What is quasi-static process? Temperature remains constant. All the changes in the system must be takes place. All the changes in the system must be takes place at constant temperature. In the same way, isothermal process. In this situation, temperature of the system remains constant. Temperature of the system remains constant. So that means whatever are the changes takes place, whatever are the changes takes place at constant temperature. That means pressure changes, volume changes, internal energy changes, or work done changes, work must be done, everything must be takes place at constant temperature. That is called isothermal process. So that means temperature of the system remains constant. Temperature of the system remains constant. So here in this situation, here also at each and every stage, system and surroundings must be in thermal equilibrium. So just like that, isothermal process is the special case of quasi-static process. That's all. We discussed about quasi-static process already. So this is that one. At each and every stage, the system and surroundings must be in thermal equilibrium. For this condition, for this thermal equilibrium condition, system must be made up of good conducting vessel. Because heat energy must be continuously exchanging between the system and surroundings. So because heat energy always exchanging between system and surroundings. So this is isothermal process. So system must be made up with very good conducting vessel, because heat energy continuously exchanging between the system and surroundings. So next, it is very slow process. It is infinitesimally slow process. So very slow process. Why it is very slow process? Very slow process. Why it is means, because at each and every stage, system and surroundings must be in thermal equilibrium. At each and every stage, the system and surroundings must be in thermal equilibrium. If the process will be very quick process, temperature must be changes. Quick process. If the process is very quick process, temperature must be changes. But here the concept is temperature remains constant. That's why the system must be infinitesimally slow process. Previously we discussed quasi-static process. Certain amount of weight is placed on the piston, 0.1 gram, removing of 0.1 grams, like that. That is infinitesimally slow process, like that. So these are the properties of the isothermal process, mainly important processes, important things. Now, and here the system must be made up of very good conducting vessel. It's important. And the process is very slow process. Next, come to the point. Here what we discussed, temperature of the system remains constant. If the temperature of the system remains constant, what are the remaining variables? Pressure is inversely proportional to volume. If the temperature of the system remains constant, then what are the remaining variables? Pressure of the given mass of gas is inversely proportional to volume. So that means Boyle's law holds good. Boyle's law holds good in this process. In adiabatic process, Charles' law. In isochoric process, pressure is directly proportional to temperature. But in isothermal process, Boyle's law holds good. So from this we can write PV is equals to constant. So from this we can write it as P1 V1 is equals to P2 V2. P1 V1 equals to P2 V2, that is equals to P3 V3, everything this. So this is the isothermal process. Temperature remains constant, that is Boyle's law holds good, PV equals to constant. So P1 V1 equals to P2 V2. So the temperature remains constant. If the temperature remains constant, change in internal energy of the system must be 0. Change in internal energy of the system must be 0. So from this, from first law of thermodynamics, from first law of thermodynamics, so dq is equals to du plus dw. So from this dq is equals to du0 plus dw. So from this dq is equals to dw. From this we can write dq is equals to dw. So total heat supplied here in this situation, whatever is the heat supplied, total heat supplied is used to do the external work done only. Total heat supplied is used to do the external work done only. So because the change in internal energy of the system is 0. And so this isothermal process, that means Boyle's law holds good. This process so takes place at low pressure and high temperatures only. Low pressure and high temperatures only. So Boyle's, that means isothermal process must be takes place. Isothermal process must be takes place at low pressures and high temperatures. So because Boyle's law holds good under these conditions only. So in isothermal process, temperature constant, that is pressure is inversely proportional to volume. So that is Boyle's law. Under what conditions Boyle's law holds good? At low pressure and high temperature. That's why this isothermal process also holds good under these conditions. So next, only ideal gases must obey Boyle's law. So that means isothermal process also exists for ideal gases generally. So really isothermal process does not realized in this practice. So only ideal gases must obey Boyle's law. That's why the isothermal process must take place only in ideal gases. So this is the isothermal process and these points regarding this. Next, and everything is based on Boyle's law only it is, because this is the Boyle's law. Next, graph, come to the graph. What is the shape of the graph? Pressure volume graph. So pressure volume. The shape of the graph is like this. So the shape of the graph, Boyle's law graph, that only Boyle's law graph, because in isothermal process Boyle's law holds good. The shape of the graph is rectangular hyperbola. Rectangular hyperbola, and this is also called as, the graph is called, here the graph is called isotherm. Here the graph is called isotherm. The shape of the graph is called rectangular hyperbola, and this graph is called, what is it is called? Isotherm. This is called isotherm. Next, the same graph. How can you represent the same graph in volume temperature and pressure temperature? Let us say pressure temperature. Temperature of the gas remains constant here. So if the temperature remains constant, means the shape of the graph is like this. Temperature is constant and the pressure increases. Temperature constant, pressure increases or decreases. So that is straight line parallel to pressure axis. Straight line parallel to pressure axis here. Next, same graph can be represented in terms of volume temperature. So temperature remains constant here again. In both the situations, temperature remains constant. That means straight line parallel to volume axis. Straight line parallel to volume axis. This is the PV graph, and this PV graph can be represented in PT graph and VT graph like this. This is isothermal process. So actually isothermal process does not realized in practice because the temperature constant condition nearly not possible. So in only certain conditions, at low pressure and high temperatures only. So remember that. This is isothermal process. So remember that isothermal process, if any situation in the problem, if isothermal process comes into the scenario and you remember the temperature constant, so that the change in internal energy must be 0. So that is the points you have to remember blindly. Isothermal process means change in internal energy 0, temperature remains constant. So for different process, you must remember those terms. Isobaric process, pressure remains constant. Isochoric process, volume remains constant, like that. So next, how can you find out the work done in isothermal process? So that means here isothermal process. So generally in isothermal process, temperature constant. Okay, no doubt about that. Change in internal energy 0 from first law of thermodynamics. dq is equals to dw. Now we can find out what is the work done in isothermal process. Here we can write, how can you find out work done in isothermal process? Work done in isothermal process. Let us consider a cylindrical vessel with movable piston. A cylindrical vessel with movable piston. Temperature of the system remains constant. So certain amount of gas is taken into the vessel. Here let P1 V1 be pressure and volume initially. Pressure and volume initially. Let us consider a cylindrical vessel with movable piston. Certain amount of gas is taken into this. Let P1 V1 be the pressure and volume initially. If we supply certain amount of heat energy, to the system, what happens? Temperature remains constant. Temperature of the system remains constant. Then pressure changes to P2 V2 be the pressure and volume finally. Pressure and volume finally. So that means if the volume increases, let us say I am considering volume of the gas increases. So that means the piston moves outwards through a small distance dx. Let us say the piston moves outwards through a small distance dx. Now piston moves outwards through a small distance dx. The small work done dw is equals to force into dx, let us say. Due to the motion of the piston outwards through a small distance dx, let us say small work done. So, that means here the piston moves outwards through a small distance dx. During this process, the small amount of work done dx. So, dw is equals to P, force can be written as pressure into area into dx. So, simply it is Pdv, dw is equals to. Then total work done in expanding, from V1 to V2. Here let us say initial volume is V1 and final volume is V2. What is the total work done in expanding from V1 to V2? So, W is equals to integral of dW from V1 to V2. So, therefore, W is equals to integral of V1 to V2, dW is Pdv. dW is equals to Pdv. But from ideal gas equation, so ideal gas equation exists everywhere. This is ideal, and isothermal process also holds good only for ideal gases. So, from ideal gas equation, we know PV is equals to nRT and P can be written as nRT by V, we can write. In terms of P, we can write nRT by V. Therefore, W is equals to integral of V1 to V2 nRT by V dV. Integral of V1 to V2 nRT by V dV. So, that is equals to nRT integral of V1 to V2 1 by V dV. So, nRT into integral of 1 by x dx is log x. Integral of 1 by x dx is log x. That is why here log V between the limits V1 to V2. Log base E, exponential logarithm, this is log base E for exponential logarithm here. nRT, first substitute upper limit log V2 minus log V1. So, that is equals to nRT into log of V2 by V1 log base E. So, this is work done in isothermal process. nRT log V2 by V1 log A minus log B, that is log of A by B. nRT log base E exponential anamata. So, that is called exponential. So, this is the work done in isothermal process. So, for the small expansion of the piston dx, this is the small work done. For the total expansion from V1 to V2, we are integrating Pdv, volume changes from V1 to V2. From ideal gas equation, we can write P is equals to nRT by V. This is the condition you have to remember. Integral of 1 by x dx is log x. So, that is log V2 by V1. But we know P1 V1 is equal, exponential can be converted into natural logarithm, that is multiply with 2.303 nRT log V2 by V1 base 10. This is the base 10 in the sense natural logarithm, base E in the sense exponential logarithm, base 10 is the natural logarithm. To convert this exponential logarithm to natural logarithm, we must multiply with 2.303, and we know P1 V1 is equals to P2 V2. So, here V2 by V1 can be written as P1 by P2. So, therefore, this work done also can be written as 2.303 nRT log P1 by P2 base 10 in terms of pressures. So, in terms of volumes, this is the work done in isothermal process. So, total heat supplied converts into work done. Whatever is the heat energy supplied converts into work done. What is that amount of work done? So, that work done is equals to this much. 2.303 nRT log V2 by V1 to nRT log P1 by P2 it is. This is the work done in isothermal process.
ఇంటర్మీడియట్ విద్యారంగంలో అగ్రగామి మన ఎన్ఎస్ఆర్ ఇంపల్స్ ఎడ్యుకేషన్ ఇన్స్టిట్యూషన్. ఐఐటి జేఈఈ అయినా నీట్ అయినా తిరుగులేని విద్యా సంస్థ ఎన్ఎస్ఆర్ ఇంపల్స్.